Most people think it's only financial aspect about success, and don't get me wrong, it is still important, the financial aspect, but it's not the key point that I consider personally someone who's successful. Success also evolves with time, with different journeys that you read, with different versions that you become. So right now for you it might be one definition, and in few years it might be completely other definition. Hello guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam and I'm your friend. Welcome to Healthy Habits. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're going to talk about how I view success. Now, I know that every single person has different definition of success. I'm not here to change your opinion whatsoever. I'm just giving you another perspective to how on view success, but of course it's up to you how you are going to view it, or it's up to you on how do you want to view success, but I just wanted to give you another perspective. So without further ado, let's dive in. I have my notes per usual, so let's go. Success. First of all, before I start, why I wanted to make a video about success, it's because each one of us, we have different definition of success. Most people have this perfect definition of success, which honestly it's not the reality, and that's why I want to talk about it. First and foremost, success is about one of the keys of success, in my opinion. It's to compete with your own potential, not with someone else's highlight reel. And this is huge, and this is kind of recaps this video, but no, we'll have other points, but you know what I mean. It's to be better every single time than you were yesterday, rather than wanting to be better than someone else's highlight reel, right? So if we view that way success, the game changes, and I'll explain you how and why. Success, number one, success is less about what you have, more about who you become in the process. Most people think it's only financial aspect about success, and don't get me wrong, it is still important, the financial aspect, but it's not the key point that I consider personally someone who's successful. It's always about who you become. For me, that's a successful person. If I see a person that is trying to do their best, trying to become a better version of themselves, for me, they're a successful person. I don't know why we have this idea, this idealization of, oh, if I have this amount of money, I am successful. If I have this, I am successful. It's not about materialistic things. Of course, it's important to be financial free, so you can provide for yourself, for your family, for your kids, for your loved ones, close ones. Yes, it's important. It's also important once you have that freedom to take care of your health more, meaning to buy more organic, to buy healthy foods, to have personal fitness coach. Of course, it's important. But for me, if you have that freedom, it's not automatically you are a successful person. It's most important who you become in that process, and which is related to the next point. Success is to the second point. Success, it's progress, not perfection. What it counts is moving forward every single day, because during that progression, you will meet your better self. If you're trying to become your better version, that's what it counts. Becoming a better version that you were yesterday. And I think that with this being said, we need to at least try to not think that, oh, success is this perfection image that I am gonna achieve or whatever, because it is not true. With social media, and I know that social media doesn't help us. It's like, oh, when we see expensive cars, expensive things, we think, oh, this person might be successful or that person might be successful, but in the reality, we don't know. They might be miserable. Having too much money, for whatever it means to you, doesn't automatically mean that they're successful. For me, success, it's someone that is fulfilled and is doing their best in every single area of their life, professional life, personal life, which is related to the third point. Success means fulfillment, connecting achievement with gratitude, passion, and contribution. If you have that peace, that you really work hard, because let's be real, it is hard to have peace and to keep that peace of mind, if you're fulfilled, if you try to become better every single day, if you practice gratitude, which is linked to happiness. Don't get me wrong, I know that we can't feel happiness 24/7, but we can make it better by practicing gratitude, practicing peace, so we can have that fulfillment as much as we can. It can't be perfect 100%, of course. We all have good days, bad days, and something in between. I feel like I need to remind almost in every single video. It's because we always think that other people have better days than us, just because we don't see the bad days on social media, but it's not the truth. I'm trying my best to show wherever I have downtime, down days, or I'm feeling down or whatever, as much as I can. Of course, I can't share everything on social media either, because some things should be and are personal, but if I can share, I will always share the struggles or anything that I'm going through, if I can, of course. It's like a few months ago, I was like, I always thought that it's you versus you, and then sometimes it's like you versus life. And no one can prepare you for that. When it's you versus life. When it's you versus you, in some way you have control, because you can practice gratitude, you can practice peace, you can do your best, but when it's you versus life, it's like you don't have control of most of the time. So that's why it's important to work on yourself, so you're ready, not fully, but somehow you're ready to whatever life brings in your way, you are somehow ready. And that's one of the most important reasons why we should all work on ourselves. And it's a continuous work. Success also evolves with time, with different journeys that you're in, with different versions that you become. So right now for you, it might be one definition, and in few years, it might be completely other definition. When I become a mom, my definition of success for sure will evolve even more. Meaning, taking care of my kids, being there for my kids. It's going to be another version of success for me. And just becoming great mom, great wife, as much as I can. That's a form of success for me as well. If you're not a parent yet and you want to become, it's the same thing for you. And in the meantime, we can be better daughter, better sister, better auntie, uncle, sister, brother, whatever, father. We all can become better. But yeah, we're all trying to figure things out, and it's okay. It's okay that it's evolving. It's okay that our definition of success, it's evolving as well. It's only part of life, and it should be like that. Because if it's not evolving, that means that you don't evolve. Like, if you still think to this day that success is related only to financial aspect, ask yourself why. Again, I'm not here to change your opinions or your thoughts, but if you watch this kind of videos, it's because you want to learn something new or to see other perspective. That's why I'm here. I would ask myself why I think that it's only related to financial aspect and not more than that. Do you know how many people are miserable even if they have so much money? Because yes, money can give you that freedom, whatever you want, instantly you can buy or whatever. But it doesn't buy happiness. Of course, it can buy things that you might think will bring you joy and happiness in a short period of time. But for a long term, you gotta do the work, not the money. You You gotta work on yourself to the point where you feel that fulfillment, even if it's not 24/7. For me, also, success is like, okay, I'm trying my best. Is it always my best, or is it always better? No. But still, I'm trying, and that's what success is for me. Trying to become better wherever, however you can. But most people don't want to become better. Most people couldn't care less about listening to these kind of videos, or going to personal development events, or listening to podcasts, or reading books. They don't care. And at some point, we were all been there, where we didn't know the advantage of personal development. We don't know that we can get better. But the difference is that most of us, once we knew, we started. I can tell you from my experience, once I knew I can work on myself, I started. Because I was like, wow, like I can really change my perspective about life and how I view things. I started to feel better about myself and in general in life. Do I have bad days? Yes. Do I have something in between? Yes. Do I have good days? Yes. But we are humans. To recap this video, I'm just gonna quickly tell you what we've talked about. So, success is competing with your own potential, not someone else's highlight reel. It's less about what you have, but what you become in the process. So that means that success, it's a progress, not a perfection. What it counts, it's moving forward to every day. And also it's related to gratitude, contribution, feeling fulfillment, which all of those things you need to work hard, because if not, nothing will change. And every single thing, it's a hard work. Don't let social media to tell you otherwise. Don't let social media to influence your thoughts, your opinions. Of course, it will. It's inevitable, because it's here. It's with us. We are consuming it every single day. But we can make it better. Once you're cautious, once you realize that whatever you see about success or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's the definition of success or it is the truth. People only show what they want to show. People only want to show how to boost their ego. People show things because of their ego and because they want to feed their ego. By the way, I'm gonna put on the screen below like a good book that I've shared on Instagram, but I didn't share here yet, about ego and how it will change your life, about like to understand more about ego. Like, it's a book for sure that I need to read second time in the near future, but I just finished it and it's mind blowing. So I'll screenshot here or here below, and I highly recommend. But that's why we do certain things so our ego can be fed. But when you're conscious about it and you realize that not everything you see is the truth, it's a game changer. Anyway, guys, it was a short video, but I hope right to the point. Again, only you can define success, but choose it wisely, your definition. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and also ring the bell, because we are having videos once a week. So I'll be happy to have you back. Per usual, before I go, don't forget, don't give up for just one more day. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.